And I want to start by saying, disclaimer, I am not a accountant or a lawyer, and I always pay for great legal advice and always pay for great accounting advice. The guys that I recommend for accounting advice are these people here, Dolman Bateman. The guy that you want to go talk to is Arnold Shields, who is an absolute legend. And Arnold, this guy right here, is a director. Just so happens that Arnold is also one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs. He's got 5 products that are selling in America, and they are extremely good at selling things at Amazon, so they really understand it. And so if you've got a question around tax, Arnold will give you I think it's like a 30-minute free, if you're an Aussie online entrepreneur, free session, so you can make sure you got all your ducks in a row as far as tax applies. So Cherie, I'd recommend that. The other thing is, feel free to tag Arnold in a post, and he's under Arnie Shields, like that, okay? Arnie Shields. So just tag him in a post if you've got a question. He will definitely help you. He's a really top bloke. So, get help. Now, here's my understanding, all right? So my understanding based on the advice that I've been given, of course, my situation is different to yours, blah, blah, blah. My understanding is that you are taxed based on where you are domiciled. Now, domiciliation is an interesting one, but it's where the government of the respective countries have decided that you live under the real legal definition of live, okay? So depends on where you're domiciled. If you are domiciled in Australia, then you will pay personal tax in Australia. If you are domiciled in America, then you will pay personal tax in America. I will tell you from experience that America is massively aggressive when it comes to chasing overseas people for tax. You can't see it, but I'm holding up my FATCA, FATCA document that I get every single year. So back in 2009, something like that, we lived in Los Angeles for, I don't know, 6 months, something like that. And what we were doing over there, we were exploring setting up a chain of artificial intelligence based sushi restaurants. Long story. Anyway, so we were researching all of this sushi thing and looking at sites and things like that, and we'd raise money and yada 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 to go and set all these things up. So I lived in the States, in LA, in Hollywood, in West Hollywood as it happens, for 6 months while I was doing that. Ever since then, even though I earned 0 in America, they have chased me every single year to try and get me to pay tax, okay, on my income. So they are extremely aggressive. So be mindful of that too, Cherie. The final thing I want to say as well is your business tax is different to your personal tax. That's a much different thing. And that's all based on something called a nexus, where you have something called a nexus. A nexus basically means whereabouts is your business domiciled for tax. So it's a different thing. So if your business, your Pty Ltd company, for instance, is in Australia, then your business will be taxed in Australia. Ditto if it's an LLC in the States, you'll be taxed there. But then it gets kind of difficult when you start doing other things in your respective countries, like having warehouses and things like that. So depending on where you're at, you'll know the level of complexity you're at. My advice for everybody, not just for Cherie, my advice for everybody is go and speak to Arnold. He's brilliant. He's such a good bloke too. And he'll give you a half an hour of his time for free so he can help you get the best possible structure in place for your business. And it's a really good deal. So if you're an Aussie online entrepreneur, you get that. And his time, by the way, is $450 an hour. So, you know, pretty sweet deal that we get. And as I said, he really gets it. He's a part and parcel of the Aussie online entrepreneurs. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.